if I can get my mount to sit properly.
Super high intensity, super high commitment qualifying session. The battle between Cooper Murray and reigning champion Kai Allen was something to behold. And all that now pales into insignificance. It's about launching these cars off the line, getting to turn one of the run-up mountain straight to turn two. Whoever gets through there first gets themselves in a very handy position for the race. It was great to hear from Todd Hazelwood on the grid, talking about just how hard it is to launch these cars off the line. They're full of fuel, big tall diff ratio, high grip surface, need lots of throttle percentage, lots of RPM, slip the clutch and get that under the way. ahead of what will be a very exciting first race of the Dunlop Series. You can hear the high revs as they launch a practice. Bit of a rehearsal ahead of when it really matters next time by. Exactly what the race point he will need next time he arrives there when we go green for real. Chad Nolan made his way back up to the box. And Chad, lots of anticipation ahead of this one.
Lots of anticipation ahead of not just any Dunlop Series race, but a brand new season as well. I'm reminded of 2021 when it all started here. There was Ange Missouri's and Brock Feeney back then. And Ange, try as he might, could not hold back a young charging Brock Feeney on that day. Zach Best went on to win that round. Matt Charter got himself up on the podium with some post-race penalties at the end of that weekend. First ever Ford supercar race for Jet Johnson. There's a little moment in history, and it comes right here at the place where the whole story really started for that family.
It's strange, isn't it, to say that Jet Johnson's actually finally starting a supercar race aboard the Ford product, given his grandfather Dick's synonymous association with the brand over such a long time, and obviously Jet's father Steve doing the vast majority of his supercars career aboard the Ford product. So Jet finally in a Mustang and continuing his learning process. I was really encouraged to read some press through the week from Jet saying it's time for me to walk my own path, to make my own name, to step out of the shadow that is the Johnson.
So Cooper Murray gets his second ever pole. That was on Newcastle. Kai Allen on the front row again. And it was the front row that was just so dominant in 2023. Can we see that sort of form again this year? 75% of the races last year were won from the pole. Personal best qualifying performance again for Zach Bates. It's the third time he's been out of the career best. The camera's still confused. I mean, half of those guys having their first start in the Super 2 anyway, but they were all Kai Allen is on the very edge of that grid box. He has almost a splitter ahead of his teammate. What sort of year is it going to be for the two Eggleston teammates? They could be in it when we...
Yeah, warm-up lap for Super 2. Hey Chich, hey Spins. About to start. Someone died on the grid.
It's been a horrible week for them, and unfortunately for Joey's not got that car going. And how about the start?
Different spot. Spins. Final turn. Yeah, it is the last corner. It's about the same weather as yesterday. I've got no shelter here, so we'll see how it goes. Hey Star, how you going? The weather's like hot and cold and raining and sunny. It's a bit of everything. Over here, it's dark. Over here, it's fine.
The hell corner at turn one, all our eyes were certainly looking at those stall cars on the back of the grid, making sure everyone got through cleanly. Luckily that happened, so now it's eyes forward on the race. Kai Allen's trying to make a run for it. Cooper Murray knows that's what he's up to, and he's pushing hard off the exit.
Good to hear, Star.
And we do go
no worries.
It did look to me like there was 2 or 3 cars that failed to get off the line.
Car's still stuck on the grid over there. Bonnet up.
Well,
Well, it's unusual because timing is only showing them getting to sector 2. No one actually registered as sector 1 time, so we're going to wait for them to get to sector 2.
It's over there.
Callum Walker, his first race for the year, never quite got off the grid, which was a shame.
The live sound is quite unstable.
33 had his rookie season last year. Speedway convert, had 1 or 2 nasty crashes in his time in a sprint car. Decided to go tin top racing on tar instead. Joe Stewart's car looked like it got started and then got stuck. You're right further back, look like Cody Gillies.
What do you mean, Chich?
Cody Gillis, Elliot Cleary, Walker, and obviously Joe Stewart as well. Joe Stewart did get going.
They're coming back around.
That's it. That's the noise it makes. And they're not firing at all.
You clueless. Sounds good to you? Just wind, yeah, it's windy. Not much I can do about the wind.
Callum Walker, they're collecting that car. We
Have a chat with God.
Walker, we know how hard it is to get these cars off the line with a long dip.
Maybe it was on your end, Chich. Netcode. Damn it, PD. Hey, Wolfie.
And it's also a clutch issue for James Masterton in the 219 car. They've had a clutch issue throughout the weekend and they've been unable to actually do a complete change of that.
And thanks, Spins. Glad it sounds good to you as well.
Which has been following on from yesterday.
Thank you to Craig. I had a feeling that car was stuck in gear because the Raptor got out there to try and pull it away.
I'm on the hill, like just past the tree that you used to brake for the last corner.
First race of the Dunlop Series. Looks like it's left a fair bit of fluid on the track down there as well.
So, when we heard from Callum describing
Maybe he dropped his engine.
going on with the clutch when it
Gearbox.
sort of went spongy and it goes to the floor, that's effectively you're boiling the fluid in the slave cylinder in the clutch, and then in the panic you tend to start with swinging off the gear stick and looking for the start button because you know that there's cars behind you, so potentially there's some driveline issues as well. And yeah, you're right, Chad, there's some fluid that has come from that car, so Sport Australia officials go into clean-up mode, clean that one up. It's going to be fluid too, yeah, so
That'd be fun for Kyle on the restart as the first car right on the racing line. Have to almost drive it hard left off the curb.
it's out of the lateral part of the corner, so more in the forward drive part, if you like, where the car's fully straight. So
Yeah, hotel
Kyle,
up to the left of the camera.
I'll make sure I know exactly where that is and potentially hold the car tight when you come off that final corner for the green flag lap.
Can't actually see it from here because the tree's in the way.
Safety car that's down there. And pacing the field for the first time.
Do you know the tree that you used to brake for the last corner?
Green last year, and one
Chich?
that did have the on-safety car stoppage. And the green flag.
You come
in
past the
particular,
hotel and then
look a bit kid, isn't it? Was quite unfortunate.
the overbridge,
Drivers, including Zane Moore,
and then you see the tree on the right.
To finish the race, and I mean, you do.
It's usually where you brake.
Yeah,
Like
Bathurst,
brake three.
4.5 litres a lap, so you burn through it pretty quickly, but you pay a big penalty for carrying a huge amount of weight.
Just near there.
So you always want to run the car as light as possible, so you just put exactly enough fuel in that you think you're going to.
Directly opposite the pit lane.
Race and the pace is hot. You burn through that more quickly than you think sometimes.
Nah, not my first time.
I remember when Zach Best's car had fuel leaking out of it on the formation line.
You're literally forcing the field in there, almost trying to expand the field too.
I think it's
You don't
my
have the same capacity rules in Super 2 as you do in the Repco Supercars.
third time, but 2 of them have been this week.
Nice work, all our officials down there. The
Spins.
surprised they've got any of that stuff left after the
4th time, actually. The first time I came, I just drove the track at the speed limit.
Smallest cars, believe it, it's a bit of a wheel on the race.
You can sit at the edge of the track. You see the fence. There's a little fence just in front of me. That's about as close as you can go. Where that no entry sign is.
Today at Bathurst. Bathurst, very
So not
first
much
race of the day.
closer than this anyway. But then the fence is in the way for filming.
So Alan got the jump from his teammate. I wonder how aggressive we'll see Cooper Murray get here. Not a good one from Zach Bates, unfortunately. He found himself starting third and rolling back to fifth. Cameron Ray on that one. Jared Hughes did a nice job as well, getting his car moving.
But yeah, that's about as close as you can go.
So Alan, Murray, Cameron, the top three.
Ants trying to get into my bag.
Three drivers with first names for last names. And for Eggleston, it's a 1-2, but it was the other way around from where they started. Now, if we go back 12 months
It's
ago,
pretty
Cooper
spot
Murray,
on,
they would
spins.
start on the pole, go back behind,
Main difference being
and managed to hunt him down for the race win. Got around
the
Cooper Murray with the same
all the sponsors are different.
this time he's going to pass.
Because the GT7 version is actually from GT6. It's got really old ads on it. But the track itself hasn't
He has
changed.
secured already a co-drive with Dick Johnson Racing for Sandown and Bathurst in the Repco Supercars Championship.
It is as narrow as it looks in the
Cooper Murray
game.
will be sharing a Camaro with Craig Lowndes.
It's literally a two-lane,
at Sandown and Bathurst.
sorry, two-way
So Cooper
road.
Murray wants the number one to come off the Kai Allen car and go onto his car at the end of the year.
They're still cleaning up
Kai
on the
Allen
straight.
wants to keep that number one with him, with a view to going forwards into the Repco Supercars Championship in the near future. So bragging rights become very real within the Eggleston
Yeah, it's very tight.
Motorsport garage. So if I'm Cooper Murray, I'm going to make.
I drove my Skyline on it the first time when I came here.
I'm going to have a crack.
He's 22
And driving through the barriers on the way up the hill, it's got like a really mad echo too. The car sounds really good through
Now
there.
he has that wild card right alongside Craig Lowndes, which is pretty cool. So a big field of drivers, which includes Kai Allen as the number
Yeah,
one.
hard to
but a whole
overtake,
bunch of
unless
drivers
on the
who are
straight.
here for the first time in the Dunlop Series. Let's get to know
What is
the
it,
field of
Conroy?
2024 and hear about just that variety and
The back
experience.
straight, coming down to the
I'm Kai Allen.
chase.
I'm racing with X Motorsport again in the 2024 Super 2 Series, and yeah, really excited to run the number one, which is going to be pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Ken Logan. I'm from Tasmania, and this is my first year in Super 2, walking through Ready United. It was a pretty interesting journey. I'd spoken to the guys at WAU over last year when I was racing Toyota 86, and then they invited me to an evaluation day, and we just went from there. It was really good.
Hi, I'm Aaron Cameron, racing for Kelly Racing this year.
Yeah, it'll just be a restart.
My first full year in the Dunlop Series.
My name's Max Bedard. I drive the number 17.
They've cleared it now. The truck's gone.
Last couple of years been racing
So
Porsche
maybe
Spirit Cup.
we'll go this lap.
Driven Porsches for a few years now, so it's a bit of a different thing to jump on the other side of the car. But two-day test at Winton, and enjoyed it. So like a lot.
They should go right from this corner actually.
Young looking faces in there. Some, like Max Bedard rolling past on the 17 just there, has some pretty good experience in other categories and has raced everything from Porsches to sprint cars. This is a really long-awaited opportunity for Max and the Tyre Power Anderson Motorsport car, the 2017
People sit on the
Ford
second
champion.
sector.
And Rihanna, it all starts here for a number of big stars of our current game.
It sure does, Cam Waters. You have been in this position before, but these guys.
Yeah, it's surrounded by
started
walls.
season. Some of them
You
might
can't
go
really-
in the Dunlop Super 2 at Bathurst. How would they be feeling?
I think they'd be bloody nervous, to be honest. So
But over the top you can.
At Bathurst, obviously, it's the
Which
most
I might
track
go up
we
there
to
tomorrow.
across the season, but yeah, they're all doing an amazing job at the moment. All our cars are
For the last day.
creeping up on it this weekend, and Ryan's doing a bloody good job at the moment, sitting in people.
Number one piece of advice for a young fella.
Just keep it clean and get to the end.
Let's see what happens next, Cam.
Thank you.
Not bad advice.
Tomorrow, Chich.
Especially if you're attuned to watching the Dunlop Series. Three different teammates in this field, including Rylan Grave. Youngest in the field, and dare I say, he's doing Kai Allen stuff there, sitting inside the top five so early in his career. Very early days in this one, but that's ticking every box.
You're tomorrow.
We hear from Craig. Yeah, guys, just interesting with that Callum Walker incident with the oil down. One of the Cool Drive representatives come running out because they're going to start in grid 22 for their
Wednesday?
main run, so they were really
No.
interested to see how much
Saturday.
oil is down in their grid spot. They'll be hoping many cars go for that grid spot in the next 20 minutes. Thank you, Craig.
Just 21 minutes of green flag running, hopefully, in this one, so that'll clean things up for the Cool Drive team.
Lights out. Restart coming this time by. hold on to the excitement here.
Do you remember, once the lights go out on the safety car, no more weaving, no more accelerating or braking. Kai Allen assumes control of the field. No more than 80 kilometres per hour.
Seems like we're going to
See
go.
the yellow flag still waving at the approach to the chase. He can launch once the safety car is in pit lane and the green flag is waving any stage. As soon as the green flag waves, from then to the control line, it's completely up to you.
Turn this around.
Remember, he was passed on a restart at Perth last year by Ryan Wood. What has he learned from that moment?
Well, green flag is waving, so it's completely up to Kai Allen when he goes, and he's taking him very deep into the restart.
Not too much speed difference. They're a bit slower, but not that much slower. What's going on now? The restart, Chid.
They string out for the run up Mountain Straight to turn 2. And the reason that
Top end mostly.
Aaron Cameron really wide out was Zach Bates, so maximum commitment on the exit of turn 2 on the restart lap. But
They're pretty much old V8 Supercars, I believe.
Momentum when he got to that oil, so he could really position
Isn't that
the
right,
car
Wolfie?
exactly where he wanted to. And what you do is when
For
you
Super
go to
2?
the turning point, it's the most awkward position for the car right behind.
Yeah,
you,
it
because you've almost got to accelerate
looks
tiny
pretty
bit,
quick
then
still.
turn and then get to. If you're the leader, you go.
Like I think the Nissan is the old Erebus car or something. The one that's in there.
Brilliantly executed, and Murray's off the McPhillamy.
The last corner.
The pole setter's gone surfing through the gravel.
Oh, something's going on.
And he's got damage on that left side, so it's more than that. It's going to scatter the field around him as well. At Skyline, as he tries to get this thing stopped and out of harm's way. Huge, dramatic moment. He's going to get no points here. The right side is badly beaten up. And the pole sitter is gone.
Crashing.
And when you go looking through the history books, you do not see a lot of champions with a DNF against their name. This could spell disaster at the very beginning of the series.
So he's pulled that up just before the dipper, and you picked it, Chad. Damage on the right rear.
Commentator's curse.
Safety car will make its way back out to the lane with Cooper Murray.
I think so, Chid.
Look at this one. This is the
Yeah.
exit of Reed Park for the run to McPhillamy.
They've got it out on the pit
Allen
lane.
himself was out nice and wide, and Cooper Murray's in a whole world of trouble out in the grey, and you cannot recover from that. So that then led to the next moment.
Recovery cars coming out.
Had that famous race here at Bathurst.
Exactly the same moment for Brock, deep in that one at the 1,000.
A few cars back on board, I believe that's Roland Gray. And that's put him up inside the top few spots as well. So that'll be Zach Bates that we're riding on board with this then. Oh, fair, chunky hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, there are no light hits up there, Jay. It's a big, heavy concrete wall. And even another one, that's Machada. So we're talking about the commitment at the front of the field. And this is why Roland Gray didn't move up to third at the end of all that, because Zach Bates snuck up the inside before the safety car came. So Roland Gray, very, very courteous to let Zach Bates through. Ultimately, the reason that we're up the safety car, the man that started from pole position was running second, Cooper Murray. Big contact with the outside wall at Reed Park.
So it brings out our BP Pulse safety car once again, and Kai Allen is missing his teammate.
Yeah. Big off by the sound of it.
Wow, that is hugely dramatic. When you go looking back through last year in particular, Ryan Wood said it himself in an interview with me this
One of
weekend.
the
He would
helis.
have been the champion if he'd done what he was last year without the DNFs. I know it's a big coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you just cannot afford to score a zero.
Wow, there's only
Big
6
wall
events,
slap,
12
yeah.
races, so very few opportunities to fight back. And if your competition is scoring points in every one of those 12 races, then they're not
Watch
giving
the
you an
12
opportunity
after you
to
went
get back in the
offline.
game. Kai Allen
Oh, 12
stitched
out.
together a fantastic championship year last year.
Yeah, I wanted to
He
come
would
for
have
the
learned from
sunrise,
that
but
and will
I was too
continue
fucking
to
tired.
mature and evolve as a race
I had to
car
sleep.
driver. When you've got one of your opposition on the back foot
Because
this
I drove
early in
down
the
that day,
championship, you do not open the door
or the day
and let
before,
them back in.
the night before.
If you're looking for a great place to relax, then you need to come here to this VP Moss EV Park, right in the middle of Harris Park in Merchandise Alley. It's got everything. A couple of electric cars on display, a DJ, a charging station. One of those here to show that there's 100 now across the nation of Australia. These guys,
It's a Tirana hooning around behind me.
enjoyable and efficient charging experience in the nation. They're well on their way to doing that. If you want some more information about it, you just click
You better be careful, there's cops just down the bottom of the hill.
and have a read about it. Now what do you do while you're reading? Well, there is food trucks here, there's a video screen with the live broadcast of everything that's happening here this weekend. You're looking for a place to relax, you need to come right here into Harris Park.
Did you hear it?
BP Pulse Rapid EV Charging Park, right in the middle of
The electric car display. I was thinking the same thing. It doesn't sound all that fun. Come watch some cars get charged. It's pretty exciting.
Need to make sure,
With a DJ.
whilst you have given up a whole bag of points right now, you don't throw the towel in too early.
I think it's like 3 or 4, Chich.
Most highway speed.
I don't have there's no screen where I am, so I don't know.
Into the tyres. Just that one green
But I
flag
think
lap.
it's maybe 4.
So far, it's been a stop-start race. Timed races, remember? So there's 13 minutes, 50 seconds to go until we'll see that last lap board coming up.
There you go, it's timed lap.
Completely
Timed
different
race, sorry.
circumstances to what we saw
13
last
minutes
year.
to go.
Flat-out blast. Kyle won that one after a 5-second penalty was handed out to the race leader, Zach Best. I just wanted to pick up Carl 118 here because he is doing a great job in his first Dunlop Series race here, Jared Hughes. Flying the flag very proudly for Image Racing. And big opportunity for him. He finished 5th in the 286s last year. Didn't have the year he wanted when he came in as the favourite after back to winning the Kaizen Award.
There you go, old mate commentator answered your question.
So far, he's an extremely early part of his Dunlop Series.
Something like that, yeah. But they've had 2 stoppages already.
The guy has been sneaking forward here. Get ready for a restart today.
Still on yellow flag there. Safety car. I think it's a Holden. Spins.
On the rooftop of
The Coca-Cola car.
building. And the best part, general admission gets you up here. The door
It does, shit.
to enjoy not only the beverage, but
Behind the
enjoy
Porsche Panamera
Can you
safety
imagine
car.
being able to watch the top 10 shootout, qualifying, and even the start of the race from here?
Couldn't even hear the Porsche, obviously.
See from Mountain Straight all the way down the chase as they come around to the corners of the final moments. Now, I just need to get myself a drink.
The support KFC car. The Dragon Trail car.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me,
Can I have
sir.
a beverage?
Yes, you can later. No worries at all. But yes, how good is this? This is fantastic. You need to come and join us up here. Best views, great PA, TVs everywhere. You won't miss a second of the action. Plus, you can relax.
So, you still need to get me that drink.
Just need to get a key.
Well, it certainly is open up here. Maybe some of the beginners maybe need a little bit of training. But Pirate Life Bar on the pit building, on the roof. Make sure you do not miss it. The viewing is exceptional.
The pit building. Where you pay like 40 grand to stay there.
Qualifying is still our nemesis. We just can't, every time we push with our cars, certainly at the end of last year, we just couldn't convert, and it seems like it's a bit like that today. So I do still
Brown, Feeney, Mostert. 1, 2, and 3.
There's a lot in the strategy.
Okay.
The new safety car
I think it is a bop race. Spins.
safety car, but we'll see what happens in the race.
Wind is drowning me out. Oh, okay.
Did you have a nice holiday?
I did have a nice break, yeah. I didn't
Maybe
talk to anyone,
I
and I just
move.
looked myself in a room for a week.
Hopefully it wasn't a padded room. Thank you very much, Brad. Good luck this afternoon.
My pleasure.
Good to see you back with 2 cars out there, Rihanna,
I can get my umbrella.
Dunlop series. They had Lockie Dalton last year. Lockie made the move.
Maybe that'll help.
Filled those 2 seats nicely with a couple of Tom Williamson kids. Tom Williamson runs a very impressive karting operation. It feels like a sushi train.
Nah, my bag is...
Ready
My
to
mount
slot
is
into
attached to
a
my
race car,
bag.
and a long-standing partnership as well with Brad Jones
I
Racing.
did the umbrella yesterday.
And them kids coming.
It just sucks to hold it
Plenty of them.
the whole time. Hang on, I'll grab it.
Expecting lights to go out on the BT Pulse Porsche safety
But it was pretty
car.
windy yesterday.
Kyle will have to do it all again.
They all fall into line obligingly.
Instantly stop weaving.
Slept in massively today, so you missed the shootout.
Do it differently.
Yeah, I was still driving here, Wolfie. And there's like cops everywhere. It's like a cop festival out here.
Hill in the mirrors. Hello, Aaron Cameron. I'm in your left side. I'm in your right
Well,
side.
the cars actually build quite a bit of temperature here, even though
As you'd know if you've ever been here,
so you're
cops.
relying on airflow. If you're buried right behind the rear bumper of the car in front, you've got no airflow coming into your radiator, so it's not a bad
Let me
thing.
know if
just
this is any
to keep
better.
half a car out to the side, just to get a bit of clear air into your car for the restart. Aaron Cameron's not too worried about that though, is he? He's parked in the boot. Kai Allen's
Right, how's that?
Commodore. So again, Kai Allen, he's gone now. So much earlier. Cameron's lost winning.
Here we go. You can hear me good now?
With 8.5 minutes
Sweet.
to go. Bates running with them. Gray and Hughes.
Yeah, I like the shootout too,
Couple of
Wolfie.
young teenagers, 17 and 18 years of age. 4th and 5th in this field as we go running up the hill.
Weather's all over the place, Chich.
Allen's got a good run.
It's sunny and hot right now.
To the braking zone.
Just
at turn
before,
two,
it
so
was
no need to defend there from Aaron Cameron. Zach
cool
Bates
and-
going with him. Ryland Gray continues to
Yeah.
impress, keeping his nose
Audio's
close
not
so
too bad with
far,
the wind.
as does Jared Hughes.
Okay,
He's
good.
got Brad Vaughan starting to look all over the rear bumper of his car, and it's a bit of a battle. Zay Morse trotting with one up the inside. That's Cameron Crick, and around goes Morse in contact with Vidot. Jordan City. It's a parking lot at the cutting. Oh, big damage.
Did that stop the wind
Part of the corner.
or make it a bit better?
And they've red flagged it. And you can see why.
The next in
The car is wobbling and damaged. Stop it. We have no part. Stop.
They red flagged it.
The track is jammed.
Shit.
Yep, damage Cam McLeod.
The track is jammed. What the fuck happened?
Heard the crew, they call some of the crews as well.
This race is fucking cursed. Holy shit.
A lot of frustration.
I don't know, Chich.
I reckon that was the Morse team.
It is spins.
We have no parts. The car is wobbling.
It's daily A.
That could be them done for the weekend. I mean, they are seriously out of bits.
So what? Message didn't get through, or he's decided that it's actually not as bad as what they may have thought. The front split has been pushed across quite badly. It's what's rubbing on the front tyre.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. That was very stupid. Reckless
It's
driving.
pretty stupid.
It's so hard to get up there. There was Cameron Crick getting up the inside of Zane Morse. Max
That's fucking
Vidot
funny.
had nowhere to go. And
Oh,
then
two
right
tow
here,
trucks going
it
up.
stacks on, and really, everyone's trying to do the right thing and get around and get going. But there's literally nowhere to go there. So here, Crick up the inside.
So we got sideways in the
tags
cutting.
back of Morse.
Shit.
Vidot had nowhere to go, and then everyone's trying to get past these stricken cars.
Car wasn't
and
ghosted.
Ultimately, when there's concrete
Bloody
walls
PD.
either side of the racetrack. So on board here with Morse. Heavy contact into the rear, and then big contact.
They need to patch it.
Vidot, that's him out.
Oh, they're coming
Morse
into the
gets
pits.
going.
Hang on.
They've had a tough weekend. That captain's got all the Malta going to get through. Wow, Kevin Cloud helped to really be whacking all that.
ones that survived, I guess.
He does a nice job, and then, wow, he got hit from behind and just sent in. So hit everywhere.
I understand the frustration. That team has had a rough race. That is the scene.
Pink car and black. Hey Hector, how you going?
No way through. And not sure how much damage there is
Hey,
on Tom
Matchless.
Maxwell's car, but he had a rough year last year there when it came to crash damage.
Yeah, big lag jump.
1 year
Was netcode.
before that car had a pretty big crash damage bill as well.
Yeah, car just appeared out of nowhere.
Two cars didn't get off the grid and it saved them.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, it looks like those two cars don't have any damage. They just can't get through, so they're effectively just parked. Seats to park. And Johnson, I mean, he did everything right.
That's crazy though when it's stuck.
The crash, and then obviously the car behind him, they don't know what's going on. It's just a blind exit at the cutting there. He's looking from behind, he's sent into the crash himself. Big damage again, big damage again in the clouds. Number 92, Coach Commodore. Tony Burke is in there as well. He was leading
Medical car.
Dunlop Super 3 field. So lots of cars, lots of damage.
The pink car.
Zane Morse had big damage from practice one, more damage for this team. They've got more work ahead of them overnight.
Horrible scenes to see, but let's take this opportunity to chat to some of the young chargers. Rylan Gray sitting here on that mood in Dunlop Super 2. You're doing a stellar job, mate. How's it been out there?
Yeah, it's been pretty wild for the first Super 2 race. So just got off to a good start.
Thank you, Matchless.
And we ended up P4. So yeah, it's been a pretty good race for me.
Cheers, man.
Good debut.
So far this weekend, just tell me what's been the biggest challenges that you've been facing?
There's 10
I think
cars
it's
still
just
up there.
trying
Holy
to get
shit.
used to the car and track at the same time. You know, it's hard to be competitive in Super 2 with so many high-level drivers. And yeah, I think we've progressed great throughout the weekend, and we ended up at the front. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress and looking forward to tomorrow.
Should be happy. Wish you all the best for the rest of it. Even doing an interview mid-race is pretty good as well. Well done, mate.
Jared Hughes, a bit of exciting start to the season. You said you had a bit of a moment on the start line.
Yeah, I think exciting is a bit of an understatement, to be honest with you. Yeah, unfortunately my teammate Joe, I think stalled it. I don't know, but I was a little bit too close to comfort off the start there, but I was lucky enough to still get not too bad at the start. I think it was in 6th place, and then yeah.
I think he's looking on channel 7. Chich. There's one of them.
Oh, awesome.
Truck.
When I first drove these cars yesterday, compared to a Toyota 86, I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I thought the 86 was pretty cool over the top, but no, these things are on another level. And it's been my dream to race a supercar around here, watching yourself, and racing a supercar around Bathurst. It's a dream come true, so can't thank you for racing and Nervous Academy enough.
I'm not sure what's going on for the rest of this race.
You'd need a VPN, Chich, to watch it on channel 7.
Zane Morse, you were never not going to have a smile on your face about how it is to be a winner.
We have
Yeah, exactly. Wolfie. Yeah, it is, Chich. Free to air.
Yeah, it's a mistake that everyone makes, so hopefully we can prepare this and do a better day tomorrow.
I've been speaking to the team throughout the weekend. Parts are limited. Do you think that you guys will be able to get this car fixed for tomorrow?
Oh, look, I hope so. I don't know how much we have in the bits, but it's not much. So I hope that we can and have a
I'm thinking I might move.
Absolutely, mate. Fingers
Hey
crossed
Paul,
we get that
how you
car.
going? I might move because of these guys. What does it matter to you guys?
Australian whiskey. These guys have got the whole range here, right in the middle of Harris Park, just off Merchandise Alley, where we've got the Grain Shaker, the Ned Australian whiskey.
Maybe get out of the sun.
Of that as well, plus soft drinks if you want to come into the bar and have those. It is a licensed area, of course, but this one, just one, best vodka in the world. We're pretty proud of them. Come and check it out right here in the middle of Harris Park.
Move to the right.
Official Ned Whiskey Bar.
To the right, there's heaps of people sitting
Got
there.
a good restart and got ourselves back up to third. So all in all,
That's not a good
yeah, we're here in third, so not too bad.
How was the car in those couple of laps?
Maybe to the left.
Yeah, it felt really strong in that last restart. Of course,
Hey, Kenneth Tucker.
No problems with the car. Just need some clear laps to let it loose.
Well, good baseline to start for
for tomorrow.
I was thinking about the tree to the left and get some shade because I'm in the sun.
Continuing his fine form in the Dunlop Series. The
Getting
last 6 races, he
cooked.
finished third on 3 occasions, and he's adding another one here. What looks to be a very depleted field of Dunlop Series cars that made it back to pit lane with the red flag at the cutting.
Points in the bank for Zach Bates.
Looks like this race is done.
Valuable this year. Points in the bank based on what we've seen so far in race 1 of this year's championship.
So I'm very curious as to how they'll score this as well. With the red flag coming out, if it will be able to go back a lap. The track is unjammed now, which is good news for Campbell Logan.
It's about 30 spins, I think. It got red flag, Kenneth. Sunbathing and watch rolling start. Yeah.
And Dave Murray, the team there at Motorsport Australia, letting us know
Some
that
more of them coming back.
In this one, but that was sort of like the inspiring one. A few years ago, we didn't actually get a green flag lap in. But what we do have is a finish in order of some sort.
This is how they finished. This is how they came back to pit lane, Chad.
So go with that right now. Yeah, only 15 made it back to pit lane, by the way. Kai Allen has potentially picked up a race win here to start the year.
And minus 20s.
And
Shit.
Cameron, alongside Zach Bates, done a really nice job inside the top.
I wouldn't want to be there.
Kyle and Gray, and Jared Hughes inside the top 5. A wonderful effort from those guys. Thankfully,
Minus 5 there, Matchless. Wow.
there's a long list of cars that is not.
Funny thing is, pink car only took out one other. The failed pit entry. Yeah. They fail in real life too. It's a hard one. It's very narrow.
Picked up one, so there'll be a big chance of that happening with these cars full of fuel. Long gearing. It was a nice start.
All the rest damage themselves. Trying to get past at low speed. That's pretty funny.
Then his teammate Cooper Murray, at this stage, was looking to get the lead of the race back after we went green flag racing after the stall cars on the grid. But Murray just a little bit wide on the restart lap at Reed Park. Heavy damage to the right rear of the Eagleson Motorsport Commodore.
Now, interestingly, timing's just clicked over to say that the field is not classified and no points. So for Cooper Murray, if that is true, that is an all-time saviour.
Yeah, he'd be a very lucky boy because as he was driving through the gravel trap with Philomen, he would have been thinking that was going to have a massive impact on his championship tilt for the year. But then this happened.
Another 15 years
up
for
at the cutting,
sims to
Cameron
simulate
Crick and
stuff like
Zane Morse
that.
arguing over the same bit of tarmac, and then
There'll be
with
so much
nowhere to
carnage.
go, the field trying to get through. Heavy damage.
Tickford
to
livery,
lots of
yeah.
cars. The track
Are you a
actually
Ford
gets
man,
blocked.
Wolfie?
On board with Jed Johnson, just tell
Yeah, next
how
week Daily
violent
C's
it
here.
is in the car
Exactly.
when all that goes
They
down.
know what they're doing, exactly.
Lots of cars with lots of damage. We finished this one under red, and teams will be working very hard.
Is it near Lake Louise?
As it stands, Kyle Allen was the first back to pit lane when the red flag was flying. Timing showing is at the moment that everyone's been scored as not classified.
4-hour
but that's
flight.
Very much provisional. We'll
Yeah,
wait
right.
for official word from race
Yeah, I'm
control.
keen for
Nice job,
Bathurst.
Kyle.
Race C.
Kai Allen, you learned last year how important points are.
It's been a while.
In this championship, our last year's champion started the year off very strongly.
Yeah, thanks, Rihanna. It's it's good to start the year.
Tyre wear
It's,
race.
Such a points game is fun. So yeah, to get a race win in the first race is super crucial for us. I think we didn't quite get quality right, but to bounce back with the race win and stay out of all the chaos that there was good. So yeah, massive thank you to the Eagleson Motorsport team. They did an unreal job. Car was really good. And then massive thank you to all my sponsors and supporters for letting me go racing. So I can't wait for tomorrow.
Talk to me about the start and how important it was to get that lead.
Yeah, it was quite tricky. Last year my starts were very good. So worked on them over the break and made sure with the big gear ratio it's hard to get on the line and worked hard at test days and made sure that I was ready to go. Come down to the race start here. Did a good job. Hopefully we can get a bit better tomorrow and try and bounce back and have a good day tomorrow as well.
Really nice way to start this season. See you tomorrow. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Me too, Wolfie.
Kai and the Eagleson team have started the
Yeah, Red X, restart.
And he is no doubt the star of the future and has potentially started his championship defence in the finest way possible. Well, that was some curtain
I'm using my umbrella for shade now, so sorry for some wind.
500, the first race of a brand new year for the Repco Supercars Championship.
It's bloody hot right now. Yeah, Assassin's Creed in front of me. Exactly. And her husband. Yeah, Bathurst on soft and mediums. Makes me think it might be Group 2 because of that. There's one more. What music?
An opener for the Vecteezy Supercars Championship.
Sorry, the music.
Glorious Christie Suite with over Neil.
It is a bit weird, matchless.
And tell us about why
It's a shame.
our opening round, but of course Australian motorsport.
Maybe they weren't making money or something.
What a spectacle on the mountain for the 50 Bathurst 500. Awesome. Amazing that this is the round opener.
Yeah, 30s, Kenneth.
Last year we had a great time and we're back here at Bathurst.
It's supposed to be early 20s. It's hotter than it was supposed to be. So I wore jeans and I'm fucking hot. It's not a good choice. There's another one coming in. Still recovering. I think there's 24 cars this year in the main one. The politics, yeah. I brought out the fan. No, the wind is cool though, at least. I think it should have been 20 or 30 minutes. Chich? The red flag's still going, so I think they're still picking out the cars from up the top. I'll check what's next. Just give me 1 second. Next is Supercars. Race 1. Doing daily B, Kenneth. Nice. Low DRA. That's good. I have flies and ants trying to attack me here. Got to go outside, Chich. And here comes 2 more tow trucks with cars. Mustang is fucked. And the Nissan is fucked. Still lurking? No worries, Star. You here for sure for Monday Bathurst? Nice. I'm hopefully going to stream on Monday too, if I'm not too tired when I'm back. There's a Red Bull plane flying around, I think. Doing smoke screen stuff in the sky. Hang on, I'll try and show you. weather is good. It's a bit mixed though, Kenneth. It was pissing down rain last night. It is chaos when you're in Desperados, exactly. You end up with exactly what happened in this race. Love watching the races. GT7, this track drives you mad. It's not an easy track, Spins. If we're taking on the mountain is not a good idea. It's not easy to do. I think that's it for the plane. I guess we're going straight to the supercars. Basic rule of thumb, don't try to pass on the mountain, get good exits, do it on the straight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, be patient. That's right. Oh, he's still going up there. Just disappeared behind the trees. Yeah, it does depend on the drivers, exactly. Whoop. Music. The copyright's back in town. I did for one of the song Spins. Okay, it stopped. Yeah, seriously, it's annoying. It's stupid because music plays in public. It just happens, you know? It's not like I personally played it. But what can you do? It happens. Yeah, if they keep playing ads, it's alright. Yeah, sing along. Exactly. I think this race is done, Chidge, by the way. I wish there was too, Wolfie. It would be very handy for this sort of thing. Yeah, an app or a kid, either way. All the notes off the pitch. I don't know what song it is. Yeah. Sus. Some kid just runs in. And he's like, copyright! It's mute.
Fuel and emissions reductions, up to 16% reductions in maintenance costs. So get ahead of the pack and supercharge your business today.
And random lyrics. If it's a cover, it's alright, but if it's the main song, it's no good. I saw the Wiggles, by the way, on Thursday, and I recorded a lot of it too, because my son will like it. But if I put it up, I'll probably get copyright, I don't know. I might put it on the other channel, see how it goes. They have, like, all of them are gone. There's only one original one left. Wolfie. Yeah, copyright, that's naughty. Exactly. There's all people walking on the pit straight for some reason over there. You guys can see. There's loads of people there for some reason. Yeah, one of them, the one that plays the guitar or banjo. Sorry, it's a bit shaky. The wind, the zoom doesn't help. Half an hour. It's actually sooner, Wolfie. I think. I think it's all the paddock pass dudes that came out. Should I walk around for the start? What do you guys reckon? Thinking about it. Lobby froze? Nah, still here. They're still coming, Van. They're just coming out for their warm-up lap in a sec. And hello. Music, music, music. They're driving up the hill now while Led Zeppelin plays. Now spins. It's the Supercars. Race 1. Yeah, Wolfie knows what's up. Yeah, Chidge. I didn't walk here. Sorry about the music. They're on their way round, I believe. I could hear them going up the mountain. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Yeah, 250 now, 250 same time tomorrow. Yeah. It's kind of good that they're splitting it. Kiwis PSN. What's the one that you have, Spins? I do know it. Yeah, German Kiwi. I think that's what he's talking about. It's bloody music and wind. I think that's his EMEA one, Wolfie. Just stand up for a sec. Oh, this music. Fuck. Yeah, half hour. They're just sitting on the grid at the moment over there. And the, I think it's like the paddock pass people are like looking at the cars on the grid. I might finish my drink and then I'm going to walk around the other side to watch the start. I think his main one is Kiwi Player 1831 or something, the Aussie one. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's him.
As we get set to go. Great to see big crowd there on the hill. A big hello. Give us a big wave if you're up on the hill in turn one. Give us a big wave and wave those flags around as well. Let us know you're there. Yes, the absolute faithful there. Good to see you guys. And right along pit straight. It's great to have you guys here. Nicely in the shade too. We get set. It's a new era. And it's never been this unpredictable.
Yeah, I think so, Spins. I actually met him doing Daily A in go-karts. New Zealand Spins, but he lives in Germany. Hey Morgs. He means German Kiwi, Wolfie. don't know whether they'd just go early. Might as well. Always waiting for someone. Bloody Mark Beretta. Kick him, Wolfie. Get Rusty to sort him out. Okay, music finally stopped.
Welcome to our Panorama race fans. We are only 10 minutes away from the cars rolling off on their
10 minutes?
side lap.
It's a quick half hour.
15 minutes until that green flag drops. It's going to be intense.
15 minutes, alright.
Unpredictable. It's everything that Supercars promises to be in 2024. Thanks to Repco. This is the Repco Supercars Championship for 2024, starting off with the thrifty Bathurst 500. Doesn't get much better than this. Get excited, race fans.
Let's go for a walk, Van Halen. Which track? Spins? I don't know. This one's the last turn. We're going to walk around to turn 1. It's a nice day for a white wedding. Yeah, Mount Panorama, Robert. And yeah, it's a good spot. Oh, here's the Motor Racing Museum, which you can see in GT7 as well. And the Brock statue. Good old Brocky. Keep taking. Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa. Talking. Yeah, because I was trying to talk over the music. Because I've gone away from it a bit. They keep fucking playing it. I'm walking across where the pedigree sign is. The runoff bit. Tarted the place up a bit, have they? It's Midnight Oil. All these Aussie bands. I'll walk up through the back bit where they have some of the cars on display and stuff.
The two 250-kilometre races. We're a couple of 100 kilometres to the west of Sydney, up and over the Blue Mountains, and in this beautiful township, where we very much enjoy visiting, and it's going to be on 2 occasions this year, because we'll be back later in the year for the 1,000 pay races. Looking forward to it. Racetrack thanks to Pizza Hut, and it is 23 corners around here. It's 6,213 metres. It's got an enormous amount of elevation change. There are concrete walls everywhere, and it is a place
Schmicked it up a bit since you were there. 20 odd years since we were last there. Wow. Schmicked means like made it nicer. Spins. It's like an Aussie word. It's fucking Bentley. And a Lotus SUV. Never even seen this fucking Lotus before. VW. There you go, never seen those. It is a funny sounding word. There's a lot of those in Australia, spins. 14 or 15 was the last time for you. That Schmick looks good. Is it F-150? Oh, the VK Ute. These were all in town on display when I was at Superfest as well. I zoomed out. Hang on, I'll walk back a bit. VK Ute. This is behind the main street. Chich. Georgia State Trooper. Undercover EL. The mighty VL. Cordia Turbo. They're all ex-cop cars. I actually spoke to the guy the other day. They're from the museum, apparently. XR8 Ute. Yeah, Blue Meanie, Morgs. Yeah, it's Fox body, I think. Spins. A few old girls here. But I do need to walk a bit faster. They did. Wolfie. A few in the back too. There's a Beetle. A Cadillac. Studebaker, maybe? Chrysler. They're about to go for their warm-up lap, so I'm going to keep walking. I believe they even have had minis, Wolfie. So that Repco stuff. Tyre change battle thing. All the actual stuff's open this time. They do sound nice. No worries, Morgs. Same here, Wolfie. It's hard to remember. Well, there's a screen. Going for their out lap, or warm-up lap. I'll get up here to watch the start. Exactly, Robert. We'll see some EVs? Nah. All the old merch. Bathurst stuff.
It's a glorious sight when you arrive in this city. To look back, 174 metres above the high of the going back to the old one, we're about 2.5
Little cars.
Hence the altitude here in the air is skinnier. The wings are not quite as effective for 9 feet at sea level. Not quite as good for airplanes as well.
Well, there is a bar in there. That's probably the best part. And some food. Super kids zone with no kids.
Richie Stanaway's been a big story so far this weekend, blinding pace, but also a little mark on the car early in the weekend with contact at the top of the hill in practice one.
Had to ride in the back of a couple as well, just quietly. Yeah, no one heard Wolfie. Oh, the truck's got its bonnet open on the army truck. Oh, here's one of their beasts, Matilda. Thing. This is what I wanted to show you yesterday. Well, let's get up to the first turn because their cars are coming. Oh, there's army trucks over here too. It is pretty packed up here. Yeah, the loop on that thing, exactly. Lumpy as fuck. Alright, I'll try and go down the fence. Okay.
This will be a safety car.
Got here just in time.
He had nowhere to go. He was jammed.
It's gone off in the fence, the sand pit.
He got a brilliant start there. Had nowhere to go.
Very good timing.
Riding with Chaz now up towards the cutting. So Hill has done a great job of
It
jumping
smells
into
good
the
here.
game here. I was waiting for the safety car call and it has come. And the drivers have been alerted as well. So Ryan Wood, unfortunately, in some bump and grind down there at turn 1.
There's a lot more people here today.
More than a single car has ended up in the gravel trap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Safety car speed limiters must be enabled. So they've gone full course yellow and freezing the scenario at the moment. Peter Gibber is
What
the
happened,
owner
Spins?
of Premier New Line Racing, so he'll be frustrated with what he saw on the grid before with the James Goling problem.
What's going on?
That car is at least running. That countdown that you heard in the background is the procedural countdown that gets the drivers to a position where they've activated the full course yellow button, which is top left of the steering wheel in these cars, and then they have there's a 15-second reaction in that process, and then they're limited to 80 kilometres an hour. So it's effectively stabilised.
Yeah, he's over there.
Safety reasons. So because people want to race the track, in this case to retrieve young Ryan's car, and they effectively neutralise the race. So here's what happened off the start.
No.
So watch the second row of the grid of the white car. Chaz Mostert makes a great conversion, but Mark picked up on the fact there was nowhere to go. And that was really a break for Cam Hill on the outside. Brown was looking pretty strong here through the first corner, but Chaz ended up in the wrong position on the run up towards turn 2, and the second of the Yulon cars tangled up in all that as well. Here's the rear view from Will Brown's car. Has the velocity difference between the two cars, but there's just nowhere to go. It's only 225 metres off pole down to the apex at turn 1. Now somewhere in all of this, Mozzie ended up on the outside here, so here's the view from him. Oh, he converted nicely, didn't he? Not too much wheel spin. He had to get out of the throttle in the shift to second gear, and that gap is big enough for a mountain bike, but not a supercar.
Yeah, it's always the wrong
Good
person.
explanation. But yes, you're right, because he ends up down on the outside. Now, on board now with Ryan Wood. So he made a reasonable start. The rubber wheel spin. Just caught him fly down the inside. Now he's caught through abreast. He gets a bump on the inside, a bump on the outside. Now, I think it was a new one going on the right. I think that's Slade. I think he got a little bit inside. Entirely worked out whether it was wheel spin or front slip. Off the line there as well. But whatever it was, unfortunately, that's the end game. It's on the line with the sand.
They're coming around.
So I think the battle on the run-up Mountain Straight for Chaz actually ended up not being ideal for him in terms of positioning. They would have slipped under him because he was on the outside. That's right. Yep. Then Stanaway, Hazelwood, who wasn't overly happy with his first sector run in that top 10 shootout, and talked a little bit about just how to get that tyre spacing right and the very behaviour of the car. Followed by Kirk slowly real pain for
Sorry, Spins. You're welcome, man.
There's always a flurry of activity trying to get the car position.
You live near here, G-Dos.
And as it turned out, it was awkward for Ryan Wood because he was actually stuck between
Nice.
two cars.
I'm staying in Lithgow.
Saw the images of James Courtney blazing by him.
And hello.
Just look a little bit further back. There's Ryan Wood behind Bryce Forward. So that's Thomas Randall. Thomas Randall, and on the inside, Thomas Randall was Highgartner. So that's where the inside bump got. That was almost 4 abreast going into turn 1. But I think Tim Slade just ended up ricocheting off the outside of all that. Here with Cam Warner, so yeah, 4 wide at this point. He's got the best seat to be able to see what's going on. So there's a little contact between Thomas
And Kelso,
Ryan, and I think
nice.
that's also done right front steering damage on Ryan's car. Just listening.
Have you been to the races before? At Bathurst?
This is the hustle bustle, so bang, bang.
You're close.
So inside bump and an outside bump. But to your point, I think for sure there's going to be steering damage on car 2. That's not really the biggest issue.
24 cars, I think, Spins.
So frustrating.
23 now.
That young Kiwi, he's only 20 years of age, he's a rookie in the series, been driving very well through the course of the weekend so far, and unfortunate not actually to make the Boost Mobile top 10 shootout, and it was one of those circumstances.
Nice, G-Dos.
Lights out, return to pit lane this lap. So we're not far away from getting it going again, and the safety car protocols will now be enforced.
12 hours good.
Can't overlap.
I've been twice now to that. The one just gone,
Full course
and
yellow, Mount Panorama, race 1, event 1, Repco Supercars Championship.
one I think
Thrifty
like
Bathurst
4 years
500,
ago or something.
And the lights have gone out on the safety car, so we will get a restart now on this next lap in the next passage through the pit straight area.
I need to do it more often, I
So the
reckon.
reason for this full course yellow is Ryan Wood involved in an incident when he got down to turn 1, ended up being 4 wide down there, quite a number of cars involved. End game was that the brand new Supercars rookie, who ended up a little further back in the pack after qualifying, found himself just in the sand on the outside, not able to retrieve it and get it back out. It was bogged there. Sand trap has done its job, and he won't be back in business. So the order at the moment is Brown and Feeney, so the pole sitter got the ideal start. Cam Hill has profited as well, so he qualified in 4th. He's up in 3rd position now. Chaz Mostert made an excellent start and had nowhere to go. And for those who watch regularly, the thing you're seeing there now is one of the changes. The guys are allowed to weave under these circumstances now. So we've had a rule in there for many years that you weren't allowed to do that. As you can see now, that they are moving the cars around in an effort to get some tyre temperature and pressure built up before the actual restart.
Yeah, 24, Wolfie.
As per normal, is the leader Will Brown
23 now.
to determine the restart. He's already gone. He's already bolted.
Okay, yeah, come.
Green flags round the circuit. Will Brown in control from Brock Feeney. Cam Hill tucked in behind. All 3 of these guys have had some fantastic battles in junior categories over the years. Sitting in 4th position is Chaz Mostert, and after a vigorous start from him,
I think it's lap 3, G-Dos.
See a little bit of that right front damage there on Ryan Wood's car on the flatbed trailer.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Promising start for him in qualifying, but no view in the race.
Yeah, 1 down already.
4 into 1 didn't go for him down there at turn 1. So beyond Mostert, we've got Stanley Hazelwood, Bocap, Pasquale, Reynolds and Payne for 10. There is Mostert. He's sitting in 4th position. It was over the top of the hill that we celebrated his great performance in quali earlier on. That was the apex of McPhilly with one of the specialty
applied, yeah, I think lap 3. Cheers, Robert.
Ended up just touching each other lightly, and unfortunately Ryan had nowhere to go.
I might try walk over the Shannon's Bridge to the other side.
So I wonder what the brakes trust do at Red Bull Ampol Racing, because with them line astern first and second, a safety car would kill Brock Feeney.
Yeah, they're both 1-2, aren't they? Wolfie? Oh, they're coming back around. I'll wait. They're so fucking loud, you can hear them coming. Yeah, slotting in nicely.
Unfortunate, just going to, you know, have a lot of damage for the boys and not get 40 laps under my belt. That would have been nice for, you know, tomorrow. But hey,
we'll punch
on to tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be in a good spot. The encouraging thing was you were actually fast enough to be in the shootout, just got caught out with the yellow flag at the end of qualifying. So the speed's there. Get a chance to
I actually haven't been over this side
we'll
before.
have another crack tomorrow and hopefully make the 10 again, and it will make our life a little
I was
bit
going to go
easier.
up on the
So,
bridge, but if you have a look, there's people up there already.
Now, Will Brown's opened the taps in the first sector. He's done a 52.3 to just eke out a little bit more of a margin. He's got just on 3/4
We'll go
of a
over near
second now over his
the runoff.
teammate.
Have a look.
And 1.3 seconds the margin back to Camp Hill between the leader and position 3. And there's just an inside 1 second back to Chad Foster at the peak of the hill now. Good battle going on in the high.
I believe this bit here is part of the road normally. They shut the gates. I drove around there the other day. Put all the tyres there. Good spot there. We'll have a look. They're coming now. They could switch it on the fly, eh, Wolfie? If you hit the wrong thing, you fuck up pretty bad, right?
They're celebrating 100 years in business at Geelong, therefore number 100 on that car this weekend is John Butler.
We'll go over here in front of the grandstand.
Reed Park, and you can see the margin of the top 3 there. This car very quick.
Not anymore.
It's quick on the previous lap over the top of the hill with the best sector split. You can see the pace that he's making it down the hill here relative to Cam. And looking at the split for the top 10 shooter, now he made 0.3 of a second on the field from Skyline to here. So from Skyline to Forest Elbow, he was 0.3 of a second faster than any other car. That's how fast he was down the hill. That was remarkable. So he's stalking Hill.
Yeah, maybe something different. Maybe they're just preset or something. Wolfie. It's a bit safer.
Power entry is Cam Hill, former Carrera Cup champion in the Porsche. And he's been chased by a dual Bathurst 1000 winner, Chaz Mostert. And it looks like he's actually squeaked a bit of margin back on him now. So officially it's 0.3 of a second. You can see just how close that is. And Stanaway, just 1 second.
Yeah, maybe. It's crazy how you can hear him coming like that. They are pretty high tech. True. This guy's pitted.
Speeds at the moment. Brown fastest from Mostert and Hill the fastest now in the third sector. Quickest lap that we've seen.
Yeah, swarm of angry bees. Exactly.
Fastest out there on the racetrack.
Difference between the two pit stops and Anton Pasquale and Matt Payne.
Exactly like GT7, exactly.
So not a lot of use for those front tyres early in this one, but 4 new tyres for Matt Payne. So keep an eye on those two as the stint develops.
Thanks for the update there, Gar. 1 second margin, Brown.
Yeah, really loud stuff.
Here we are back to the leaders off Forest Elbow.
I think you can hear him from the chase, like on the other side of the track.
And that's Will Brown on the radio. Didn't actually pick up there.
Know what he said? He's obviously going pretty hard because he's about to do his next lap.
His sector splits are good, so he's got quicker in both sectors 1 and 2.
There's a hotel over there, Chich.
8.5, he's already got the quickest lap of the race. Fourth place, Chaz Mostert, 2.1 seconds off the lead at the moment, staying in touch with the leaders. Gee, that's not bad coming up from practice 1. So they have to start on the race at the end of the first practice session and it's not. Already, as you can see now.
Do you know what lap times they're doing, Wolfie?
And they are,
more pitting.
in terms of strategy, the same as they were because they were minus third before and they did 4 tyres each. Now on that last lap, it was slightly faster. It went from an 8.55 to an 8.50. But probably wasn't the gain in the last sector that Will Brown thought he was going to have.
I can see the screen from here. Oh, it's just over there. But I can't read it.
Into that margin of Will Brown. There's 1 second between the two teammates. As you can see, he's made some ground.
So many helicopters.
Clear of Cam Hill. He looks like he's got better pace. Can't use the
pace. 2 there, 1 more up there.
Jumping on here with Brock Feeney, position number 2 at the moment. That's a 0.8 of a second, that margin up to the leader through the chase.
It's gone to an ad.
You can see relative qualifying, not able to carry quite the same level of commitment through the right-hander at the chase, but he's in a nice position here at the moment.
Of course it has. Thanks, Channel 7. went into the pits too. Yeah, spark up the lappy.
They just kept on filling that car until the drama with the right-hand front was fixed.
400 kilometres, I believe. Robert?
And Reynolds just in front here of Matt Payne at the end of Mountain Straight. So
Yeah, definitely starting to separate now.
And the team that he's with in the recent years. Such a tough deal for Reynolds earlier today in that top 10 shootout.
All good, Robert.
With the tyre, but we know there's some underlying pace in the car. This will be great actually to watch and see what the behavioural differences look like between the cars up at the top of the hill, riding with Matt Payne. Let's have a listen.
Hey Ash, how you going?
If Reynolds didn't touch the wall approaching McPhilly then...
Not too bad today, Ash.
And it was just ever so slightly crossed up. Big time. Feeney's just gone quicker in the first sector, but there's quite a number of people out there yet to stop.
Someone else in the pits?
When I was standing up there yesterday, a lot of the cars up on the outlet is so heavily loaded on the right front. In fact, it's the,
Yeah, have a look at the sky.
It's the peak load location anywhere that we go throughout the year with these cars and their predecessors. The load that goes through the upright.
They do smell good, Ash.
After is pretty extraordinary. So Mostner's car
Like fuel and brakes and heat.
On that shot. Well, it's peak vertical load and lateral load together, isn't it?
It's good.
So you come down into that dip, and then the corner's so fast, you've got to make a turn hard left when you fully have the front suspension compressed. So those loads are huge.
Just Chev and Ford spins. Camaro and the Mustang. Nissan used to be in it, but not anymore.
First of the queue that has stopped is Anton Nick Squire, 17th at the moment from Reynolds Play. We're on the board. It's got that stop.
I don't know, Robert. I'm not sure how many turns. Do you know, Wolfie? Hey, Longland. there's more than you think. Surprisingly, they're just not over this side.
Leaders are doing, because we haven't seen any of the front cars stop at this point, so there might be a difference as we get further into this race. There might be a difference between the way Brown and Feeney go about it, just to offset those strategies as we spoke of earlier.
30 people.
Cam Hill is
Chev's leading
just a little bit over 2
spins.
seconds behind Feeney. And Mostert
23, there you
is
go.
called
Thanks,
a little
Wolfie.
bit further back from Cam Hill.
And the grandstand is full, it's above me.
That gap's
But you
1.5
can't
seconds
see it
basically.
from here. I'm sitting in front of it. APC, Snowflake Melter. It's a good name.
The brakes are just gone. They feel shocking, he said. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, that's against the right drivers last year.
I'm not sure, Wolfie was checking that before. We was trying to find out anyway. I think yeah, something like that spins. I think Ford does have a new car, the new Mustang. I saw two of them over in the back of the paddock.
Yeah, and that was one of the other comments that was coming back from trawling the lane earlier in the day.
They're pretty fucking loud, Ash.
There's not a lot of data available on this tyre with these
Whenever they're going
cars.
past, I wonder if you guys can even hear me.
Do this by the seat of the pants. Yesterday we had a track that hadn't rubbered in and then it was water affected for the second session. Got a bit more of a real indication today. But at very early days to understand the trend.
Yeah, Lachlan, they're heaps loud.
Yeah, so they're bringing it in, but
You can't hear shit when they go past.
just a tiny little bit, you can see it on screen, and in you come. So race leader takes the first 52 kilometres, stops Will Brown. Brown came out 50 in 2024, and he's already got some numbers on the board for the great start. With a pole position, a good opening stint, he's got it on the line.
Huh? What? Is it a leader, I believe? Yeah, that's why I'm not talking when they go past.
And then Chaz Mostert's about 3 seconds further behind him, so his early attack has just faded ever so slightly. We've got a
turn one, Ash.
talking generally about tyre degradation.
I was over at the last turn before, and then I came over here for the start.
Now, Stowaway is also hitting this lap, and it looks like they're laying up down there at Red Bull now for their second car.
Yeah, general
And it's
admission,
like I
Lachlan.
described a moment ago, the challenge you got when you've got two cars up front like that is just trying to make sure that you can get at least this first.
I'm probably going to try and go up the top tomorrow.
By a safety car and one of the two drivers in the position of having to queue up, so that hasn't happened. Now, Ken Hill is released as the leader of the supercar race. So it's a big moment in his career to celebrate. And it's the two Red Bulls now have taken the first of their stops. This is an awesome performance by this guy, and
damn, Wolfie. Doesn't Channel 7 have it? Come back out and the lead. Only splits. What did they get in the shootout? I didn't get to watch any of it. Because I was driving here at the time.
Matt Payne here in behind the Shelby Power Racing entry from the Century Battery Chopper. And remember, we just saw them down at the chase. Matt had a big dive down the inside and couldn't keep it on the island. Went off the road, but after coming back on again, he's closed that gap straight away to Anton. So he looks like he's got genuine pace. Now they're bringing Jack LeBrock in this lap as well in the TFH Higher entry car number 9. He's out of 5th position, so he'll lead from Monster. Then Hazelwood followed by Perka, and there's nothing down there. He's thinking about it, he's hustling, and he's got it done. Yeah, nice.
Oh, shit. Bit of a fucking moment. Holy shit. Just a little. He was lucky. That was a lucky save.
So he still maintains the lead, but he's just given away some of the cushion. And this is the challenge when the tyres go away, is the way you keep on adjusting those braking references and just how aggressive you can be on the brake pedal and how much load you put into the tyre mid-corner. Running straight power pass. So watch this one. Like a night through butter down the inside, but it wasn't clear cut for a moment there for Matt Payne. And eventually gets it done. Here's the onboard viewpoint. Kind of made his mind up back here. And then he needed a little bit of cooperation from Anton. It's very tight right through the apex of that corner. I didn't realise there was a tiny little touch there. So a bit more code helped Anton understand what was going on as well, even if he couldn't see in the mirror, because even though the mirror is only a figure on these cars,
Another one. Awesome.
Buber's going to have to do the second lane going now in the second stop to take on the balance of their fuel. Drivers playing facility.
Second or two short of record time, roughly. Okay. Reminded me of when you watched F1 at Marina Bay. The atmosphere. Yeah, nice.
Kiwi, who's now resident in Perth. He's got a moment happening here at the end of pit straight with an awkward lock-up, and that's put what I expect to be
It's good fun, Ash.
on that left front tyre. So as the
Chaz did a mid 203 a few years ago.
We're starting to see a little bit of evidence and more drivers having a battle to pull them up. So Hazelwood,
Yeah, right.
pressing on there. We can see how long they leave him out for. They just called him. Yeah, they just called him. So expect to see him very shortly. We're looking over his left shoulder.
Few seconds.
Weekend for him so far, and here he comes. There's a challenge here when you're coming in this narrow little pit lane. There's a couple of big curves. It's dirty. When it's
Thanks,
wet, it's
Wolfie.
easy to fall off the road.
Yeah, the smell. The smell is good.
Get it back to 40 kilometres an hour, and you've got to do all that with absolute precision. See that he's at the speed limit, and you can see it flashing up on the dash there, and then an eternity that is in front of them in the pit lane. Remembering that this year, Erebus, by virtue of their team's championship win last year, are last in the queue, so they're right up the western end of the pit lane. Courtney didn't slow in combat 13 to 14 here at the moment.
They do, Ash. Hey Samuel. Hello from Australia. How's it going? F1 oil. It's a bit of both, Chidge. Thank you guys for the likes and the new subs too. Cheers.
Cars, how fast they are, over 200 kilometres an hour in all those big fast left-handers at the top of the hill.
We must be getting...
And more people like Deep Squally, who's just come in a few moments ago, are going to have to take the balance of their fuel, which will be a further 40 litres in their second stop. Only one driver who hasn't taken the first of his compulsory stops, and that is Vic Merco. We're looking at a great battle here involving James Courtney.
They sound awesome, Spins.
And he squeaks it down inside Forrest Elbow. He's got a nice little edge on Deep Squally, so that's the second time that Anton's had to win a pass down there.
Red Bull's still leading. Heavily the oil, because you were sweating. Are you tuned into the 12-hour last week? Couldn't locate where this weekend's 500 was streaming. I was here for that too, Samuel. Yeah, Channel 7 Oz, if you have a VPN.
Just making sure that Nick Kirkhope will be all good for his stop.
Thank you, Rhian. Just as you did your report, they were talking to Nick in the background.
It's a bit sweaty here too, Ash.
So they're leading him out there. That's the team owner, Matt Stone. Son of industry legend Jim Stone. One of the comments that Nick Kirkhope made early in the weekend, he said it's pretty cool to walk into the workshop and see Jimmy Stone doing your front uprights for Bathurst. And he's done a pretty nice job thus far. So Jim won for him on the last lap. And number the best number that we've seen in the race so far from Beans got that to the 2:08.2.
You missed Singapore and food there. Love Hawker's food and Little Indians. Nice. Yeah, 7 mate. Thank you, Star.
Pretty much like that the whole race, except that it was the other way around. Brown was leading.
No worries, Samuel.
Now remember, there'll be a slight difference.
Nice, I like IMSA as well.
Slightly up the field.
It's hard for us to watch it here too.
From Brown, so there'll be a little correction. It'll be interesting to see what happens over the next one. Yeah, it won't be much so much. A little challenge with the rattle gun with back. Pit stop. Just parked now in between Hazelwood and forward in 8th position, which will correct to 7th once Nick Kirkhope does stop. Meantime, Chad Monster's looking pretty quick out there at the moment. He's just found some place over the top of the hill, and his cumulative is on target to perhaps even snatch away the fastest lap from Brock Feeney. We'll keep an eye on that for you. 18 seconds is the margin Kirkhope over Feeney at the moment. We're on the front. We're back to 10, 30, 11. Frosty's done a really good job. He's up 8 spots. He's actually gained the most amount of ground in the whole field at this point. So David Reynolds is up 5. So from that garage.
You're in Texas, Robert? There was one at the 12-hour, Ash, but I don't know about any at this one. A Porsche hit it, apparently. I saw a picture.
It's very easy to make mistakes, even more so when you're tucked so closely behind another car.
Yeah, there's heaps of them around
Look
here.
at the outright pace.
You can't stop them.
8.23. Brown
Oh, thank you, Samuel. You're welcome.
So this,
Nice Texas, Robert.
image on the left that you just saw there, Matt Stone Racing, where they're just tending to...
They are good to watch, Robert.
Understand what the challenge is, making sure that it's right when Nick Perker arrives on the scene. So he's pressing on, 21 laps remain.
They are an institution in this race. I haven't seen koalas, but they probably are. And drop bears too.
Considerably better than the one that he picked up on just briefly a moment or two ago, which was
Looks like the Red Bulls have got it locked. Yeah, they are pulling away little by little. They've got a good gap.
Now, what is interesting, even though we talked about the difference between peak speed and current speed for Nick Perker, what is happening is just constantly losing margin to Brock Feeney. They're not really racing Brock. So what
Percat hasn't pitted. Ah. Everyone else has done one. Okay. I'm just having something to eat. I am starving.
Bigger, the way that he's throwing it around and the pace that he's showing right now. Just have a look at what this car balance looks like. We'll stay with him now.
Except Dave Pasquale is done both already. Yeah, right. I'm eating veggie chips. Start. Salt and vinegar flavour. Too compulsory. Yeah, right. Yeah, not bad. Always, Wolfie. Gotta eat, right?
And Jackson Evans in behind them, and Evans having to look up the inside, and Cam actually yields to him. Thought about the turn in, and then thought better of it.
They really should go there, Samuel. It's a shame they don't.
20 minutes through 80. Race number 1 event 1. At the moment, everybody's done at least one stop. We've got one driver that's done a couple, and I think that's Antoine Pasquale. As we go down
They do, Ash.
For David Reynolds, a little running wide moment at the end of the bottom of the chase, and that explains.
I believe they're doing about 120, maybe, through this first corner.
2.3 seconds now.
Something around there. Is that right, Wolfie?
Very late in the sequence for stopping, doing something a little bit.
Yeah, they have in the past, but not very often.
In 2023, and so I'll be really curious to see how they play their next step. But he's got very good time quality now. He's sitting in 9th position. We'll see whether he can use it to a bit. further into the game here. So just a reminder, 5, 6 and 7 we're looking at here from the Century Batteries chopper. Under the tree on the run up towards Green Park. This is just such an epic place to watch a supercar.
Work was in Sebring last year, and Coda in Texas this year. Hopefully that's a theme for the future for some of these international series. Yeah, hopefully. It would be nice. Good for you guys. It was a while ago.
Because when we saw those stops, he wasn't far behind Mostert in this stanza of the race. And then Ricky off the road, that's got Stenaway up. Stenaway is putting a very impressive debut together. Well, looking at those around him, so it's 9 laps since Richie stopped, it's 15 laps since David stopped, it's 6 laps since Hazelwood stopped, so this is the reason why he's clearly got a battle going at the moment. But that doesn't mean he's not going to make a battle, so he's going to have to find the rest of the solid to rewind it.
They are separating. Angry Bees, Ash.
Doesn't have track position, so with every passing lap it's a diminishing return on what those tyres will give you, but at the moment that's going to buy him right back in to that battle. Hazelwood on screen there, being stalked by Hill, then forward, then a margin to Perker, and then a margin back to Highgarden, and a little moment at the end of this straight. Followed by Payne, then with the bottom, then Courtney, Randall, LeBron, Colby, Jones, Davidson, Evans.
For me, it's like 3 hours, Samuel.
Top 20 at the moment. Looks like a difficult run this afternoon for Cam Waters down in 22nd position at the moment. We'll try and get a handle on what's going on
I come from Sydney.
a little bit later in the day for you. But it's hard to take your eyes away from this battle. This looks like a beauty.
Hey, Kenneth.
So, communication there to Tom Hazelwood around.
Yeah, 3 hours from the Opera House. Exactly. That's where I live. Yeah, not too bad. Exactly, Wolfie. Add another hour from the Opera House.
Yep, Percat now putting pressure on forward to come up to the top of the hill, the sort of plateau before you plunge down into Reed Park to the metal break. And then the beautiful run between Reed Park and Victoria Park over the rise, turn into the left hand, a big fast over the corner, one of the highlights of the lap. Unweighted approach the skyline run, trying to use the exit of the braking area for the dipper.
off the tipper now with and contact with the fence there for Aaron Love. That has hit the right-hand rear and it's snaking its way across the top now. He'll be just trying to get it back to the pit. This could be a safety car depending upon whether he can get it back or not. This will serve the whole, this will be the whole field. And yeah, you can see them laying up. But then, now the challenge here though, if we do end up with a full course yellow or some form of safety car intervention, and how do they round? Well, they're taking it right now.
Everyone's coming in, except for the Red Bull leader. Hey, Sparrow. Oh, no worries, will do. He'd have to let me in there first, Sparrow. Yeah, someone had a big shunt. The blue, I'm not even sure which car it is. It's blue. Cool drive, that's it. I was going to say cool something.
So, that's happened on the approach up to the cutting, and he's given it a fair thump up there. Not the first, but he won't be the last to do that.
He'd be in the merch tents. Ah, okay.
3/4 of a lap to get it back into the pit lane, and so a bunch of people have reacted to that now.
They keep trying to keep events, so maybe we'll get more events if there were enough other tracks to race here. Like Road Atlanta or Kona. No worries, Samuel. You're welcome. You have a good one. Yeah, I saw that, Wolfie. He hit up the top. I will be, Sparrow. Good night, Samuel.
So when that happened, it looked like
50% toe out on the rear right. Yeah, he's cooked it. No worries, Stardust. You have a good one.
So this is going to be intriguing as to how they play this out now. The other thing that's been going on in the background while we've been distracted with Aaron's car and also some of the pit stops is that Nick Booth had to continue the market. Personal best and jumping to fifth place, and he actually hit behind his own teammate Cam Gill now. So we're looking at here it is. In fact, this will happen now into the final corner.
Fuck yeah, Sparrow, that'd be mad.
The last lap order, Nick Percat was actually the fastest car in the field. This is James Goldie recovering from a difficult start when that car was fire on the way to he's electrical. Up into 7.
Yeah, that'd be mad too. Well, it never hurts asking, Sparrow. I actually tried to get the media pass, but I couldn't get it in time. So, but I applied just before the 12 hour, but it was like the day before.
Can't run into the next stop, and also then conversely, what Will Brown does from the back of the last stop and what fuel.
But it was too late, I think. But fuck yeah, hot lap with Nick Percat would be cool too. They even have 2 seats. I don't think they do.
There's a little bit of two parts that are playing out here. It's obviously tire quality, but also fuel load. So as that fuel load comes up,
Just hold on to the roll cage.
waiting for the remainder of the fuel to be delivered. And Chaz
And just ratchet strap me into the roll cage.
and fuel now to the end. There's a chunk of time between here and Rock Baby. Nothing left to remain. Pretty very close to Rock Baby and Brown. Sitting to the start of the race. And down the side goes Payne. Of the stoppers. They've really only got 4 or 5 laps to get this done because looking at all the fuel numbers,
Will Brown done both stops. Don't know why.
for anybody that's fuel closed. Yeah. So based on where
I think because they thought
end of the race, there's obviously what you just said there, Will Brown.
they thought it was going to be a safety car
Effectively of this racing, we're going to be
when the cool drive car went off,
interested as to what happens.
but it didn't end up happening.
Stanaway policies around the final stop. Here we go.
Fuck yeah, that'd be good,
So
Sparrow.
this is going to put a full stop on where that car's going to land.
Why not?
Nice job by Richie Stanaway.
Feeney's really capitalised, yeah.
So he must have been a little
It is
off the
Chich.
marks or something there before, but he's been
The realest of the real Sims. How you going, Cheech? No worries, Ash. Have a good one, Ash.
There's a mix and match of 1 and 2 stops in all that. So Brock's yet to take his final stop. His third man hasn't taken his final.
You're looking for a new team.
We're going to tick the box now for the race leader for Brock.
It does look better than real.
Done with 12 remaining.
Sounds better too.
And remember that Percat ran much longer and has a pressure tyre. He's been making some benefit from that.
Only Feeney and Percat yet to do second pit.
We're going back up to the other end of the racetrack here at Forest Elbow to see where Will Brown is and how he's progressing and how it references this car on the left. Good communication as always.
And Waters.
Get straight now for the other car.
There you go. He's gone, yeah. Forget about it. Probably not, Cheech. Have they fixed the graphics?
And it tends to win. Remain now. Nick Percat is our race leader in a different stop sequence. He's got one against his name, he's got another one to come. And then Brock Feeney has.
Are you doing iRacing now, Cheech?
0.6 of a second over his teammate Will Brown. Mark Larkin was talking about how tight that was before and the delivery of the very small variations of fuel between them and a little bit of track position. So not much.
It hasn't rained today, but it has every other day that I've been here. Actually rained. It rained when I was driving here too. I'm surprised it hasn't. 2 minute 8.3 208.3.
And then Martin has crushed down, thanks Mark. So there's nothing in it now between them. Keeping an eye also on lap speed here. Lost a bit
It is. It's fairly quick.
Stops there, Will Brown versus Mostert. It was 4.5 seconds, it's 3.5 seconds now.
I think my phone. to say my battery's getting pretty low. I don't know if it's quite going to make it to the end, but we'll see. I forgot to bring my charger cord. I left it in the car.
Minimising any oversteer. And
if you're racing, try the cut. Save 5 seconds.
Given that they've got pretty high fuel load just to get the finish of this race done. It doesn't look at all like it's got too much oversteer. And they're really pressing on. In fact, Mostert's actually pressing on again on this lap, Neil. He's got the hustle going. It was an 8-1 for him on the last lap. For the best that we've seen in the race.
We'll see how it goes, Wolfie.
Got that margin down to 3.3 seconds now. Now Nick Percat in. That was a pretty decent stint.
I've still got some percent, so we'll see.
Phoenix Racing entry, Matt Stone Racing done. They're just waiting now for fuel.
If you get it just right, the stewards won't see. I've got my battery with me, like the backup, but I don't have the cord.
And it's a situation where
I think it's nearly over, so I think it'll be right, just. Should be alright. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Just.
We saw it in Super 2 earlier on today where it blocked the whole track and had to flag the event. Also seen a few where you can have some catastrophic event. Even if you don't actually crash there, certainly putting a car out into the offline area, the grey area.
No worries, Robert.
Where there's no grip, it makes it very hard to stay off the fence if you're the outside car. Another image of that Straps Courtney this time that we've seen probably 20 images of the car so close to the fence there off the back of Reed Park. So David Reynolds tucked in here behind Nick Percat. These fellas are in 7th and 8th at the moment. They are 23 odd seconds off the lead of the race. Now the Monster pace continues, so he's trending towards potentially going faster again. So he's pushing very hard on these tyres. Personal best in Sector 1. Strong time over the top of the hill, and might be on target to further improve the overall lap time. Now we'll get ready to as he continues to try and cut down that margin. It's 10.9 seconds now to turn wheel, but I'll actually check out these gaps. So they've got the race leader, tiny margin over his teammate, but great pace here.
The black Mustang, maybe.
So well done to everybody, the Blanchard Racing team and the Cool Drive to be able to get him back out there. So how does this unfold? Has Will got anything in response to Brock Feeney, who started so well yesterday? And Ken Waters just talked about the tyre coming off.
Well, his tyre came off. The wheels come off at the top.
Now, this might serve Monster well. This ends up rolling into a spot.
Might be a safety car.
This is turn 2, so it's making its way backwards from turn 3 cutting area.
It's rolling down the hill. Someone just hit it. There's a wheel rolling down the hill. It's still rolling down the hill. There's yellow flags. Yeah, they're doing it now.
Unfortunately, the damn thing's just stopped there. I thought it was on its way back to the pit garage. But they've gone full course yellow. 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was that black Mustang.
So it's the countdown procedure, you heard in the background.
I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Driving back with 3 wheels.
I just raised the prospect of what's going on there pace-wise.
They switched to the safety car.
And I heard him call on the radio that I lost the tyre. I sent one of the engineers scratching his head as to what's going on there. And the race has been neutralised. 0.7 of the second margin between Feeney and Brown. 60.6 seconds.
Yeah, they weren't sure where it was rolling to,
so here's the replay of what's happened. And
it's the replay.
Left front just parted company halfway up to turn 3. And I reckon I just picked him up on the radio in the cutting. And how lucky for Chaz Mossad to avoid that. Remember the Craig Louds wore a wheel tyre right in that spot several years ago. Luckily it just pulled up to a stop at the top of Mountain Straight there and didn't end up.
The screen doesn't like it.
Into a car.
He's had an ordinary weekend so far. These guys are hand in.
Okay, so we're going to release the field again. You can hear the call on the race management channel.
Yeah, tyre from the Mustang. The front left, I think, Robert?
And back to the green flag scenario.
Just
now.
the whole wheel came off.
It freezes the race, protects the margins, and they can get back on with the job. Where it's bad.
I think we're go now.
And it's actually just evidence of not now, because it was that number between Brown and Boston went out. Instead of
He just avoided it. I saw it on the screen, it looked like he hit it, but I think it bounced. He was slow when he came past before, actually.
Dramas are not a good weekend so far for Tinford, and their dramas continue.
The wheel is actually just up the hill there.
One of the strongest competitors in the field in the pit lane.
It's a shame it didn't roll all the way down.
All right, back to this little battle. Hazelwood, well and truly got his hands full at the moment. There's a whole bunch of them here. There's Hazelwood, there's Winterbottom, there's LeBrock, there's Randall, there's Golding, they're all in a queue. and it's pretty aggressive.
Lost a second.
So some of these margins
Lost it.
have fluctuated that Mark picked up on. So it's 0.7 of a second, 3/4 of a second margin between Feeney and Brown. 2.4 back to Mostert, and then a bit of a chunk back to Richie Stanway that we saw before we did that waiter shot to show where the field was sitting.
Yeah. For sure, Sparrow.
Forward has done a really good job now from Brett Jones Racing and Middies. So he started 12.
Chaz lost it.
By Perkin, but he's currently 7, so he's
Fucking
made 5
lost it.
positions. So again, for race pace, Brett Jones cars have been better than their qualifying performance. Higher margin. Mark Up is on 8 spots also. So
Yeah, something like that, Robert. He might have been going slow because he felt something was wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Actually further to the right down there is able to keep it on that grass.
He might have felt it coming.
Yeah, that was pretty close to actually clicking the back of Thomas Randall's Castrol entry. Top of the hill leaders, margin
Loose knot.
0.9 of a second.
Maybe.
52.3 in the first sector for both Brock and for Will Brown. So neck and neck battle here as Chaz continues to just hunt down that margin. He's got down to 2 seconds now. He's got the eyes on. He is about to become a three-way battle if these trends continue. This man is flying and he's been especially strong over the top of the hill all day. Was wicked in qualifying. Was quick also in that top 10 shootout, quicker than anybody else across the top. And he's beginning to start to range into this frame here. You can imagine now, Chaz, you are driving this thing like qualifying laps. So over the top of the hill, Brock down to 34.3, 34.5 for Brown, 33.9 for Chaz. And
Chaz is getting close.
8.19, so only less than a tenth away from his fastest lap. So Will Brown, this Motor One Optus Mustang is getting bigger and bigger by the hour.
You're actually watching this on telly in Namibia. Nice.
He got that gap has closed. He's got such a flow going at the moment. Talk about that. Look at the hitting line. He diagonals to that apex down at Forest Elbow. It's because he can't stop. He can't stop it. It's keep it on the hustle. So it's close. 1.45 seconds is the gap between Brock Feeney and Will Brown, our leaders at the moment. We've got 4
That's pretty cool.
And it's now just
VPN for the win.
back to Chaz Mostert. Has he got enough to be able to get in touch with these guys, or is he going to use too much of that Dunlop hard tyre to get to them? I think he would rather be further to the right.
That kid knew what was going on.
We're going to read for you, lap speed wise, at the control line. So how's the time for Brock? He's just done his personal best. It's in at 8.1, it's in at 8.5 for Will Brown.
worries, Robert. Thank you guys for watching. I think my battery's just gonna make it.
This blind approach to the right hand. This is the section of tracks that we were discussing a moment ago with the way in which Mostert.
It's down to 8%.
To that corner. Remember Bathurst, this will be shaking off some demons from October last year, where the car jammed in gear when he was in a competitive position. A heartbreaking moment for him, and there might be a little bit of sunshine now for a return visit to Mount Panorama.
Well, someone's in the fence.
So I just heard Aaron Love apologise to the team, and now I know why.
Hit battery map 3. Exactly.
What do they do in race control? How are they going to manage it now? What impact is he going to have at the sharp end of this motor race? Aaron Love is parked up at the top of the hill in an awkward spot. That's a cool shot to give you an idea of what it all looks like on the surface of the road. Oh my goodness, on the road to that one.
Safety car's coming out, I think. Maybe. The lights are on over there. Don't know.
Same process again. Margins sitting at that before. Here's what's happened to Aaron again. What's happening working?
Feeny getting close to 207s. It is a shame. Medical car as well. Shit.
Drag it up into that little relief there, just you can see just on the way out. So that truck is getting Aaron's car into that little relief on the way up the hill out of the cutting would be the fastest way to resume racing. So maybe there is a way just to get that car to that safe spot.
I might walk down to the fence for the end.
However, there's only too much
Get back in the
rain.
sun. It's getting cold in the shade.
And the roll-on that Boston had, and the pace that he was showing, was very, very strong. Well, it's encouraging, isn't it? 40 private residences around this circuit. There's a winery, a restaurant, there's a garden car, a motorcycle club, there's some accommodation. And the town's been really vibrant.
They sound funny unlimited.
This past week, 12-hour last weekend, GT cars and then
Not driving so cool now, no. That's right.
And Supercars on this week for our first event. There's a lot of radio chat at the moment. Drivers saying sorry about whatever that was, and others are, engineers are coming back saying sorry about that strategy. So there's a little bit of debriefing already going on between so many of these new driver and engineering combinations.
Mustang's got 4 wheels now.
Drivers right, drivers left from turn 2 to turn 4, please. All cars, drivers left from turn 2 to turn 4.
Yeah, it would have, Wolfie. It's Sounds like they're bunching them up
Race director for
in the race control.
Australia in race control. And so you heard the detail there in the background on the radio, so they'll release the cars to be able to go nose to tail, and how does this then complete? So,
I'll go for a walk.
a couple of interesting takeaways from what's unfolded so far this weekend, Mark. So clearly, Beanie and Brown, super strong. Monster have got that car working very
Yeah,
well.
they always just start bailing when it's done. They're close now. Yeah, the first of the early levers, exactly.
So that really, at the moment, for him to be eighth, not really sure about his race pace through the course of the day, but it does look like a pretty cool first weekend for he and Richard Holloway down at Team AD.
It has been good, Wolfie.
Forwards pace as a race car. There's a great mystery with those Brad Jones cars, why they don't line up with a fresh tyre or is it qualifying, but they've got to get their brain around it because their race pace is impressive. Their qualifying performance is underwhelming.
And Andre Heimgartner said that earlier in the weekend, that that's actually been the biggest challenge. And there's probably a little clue in that when, remember there was a point yesterday in practice 2 when it was wet, when they all floated to the top. So there's something in
They've
that
got a warning
setup
sign
there,
on the screen
that shows
saying no track
different
invasion
areas, but
today.
not at the bit where it matters in qualifying. And then that
There's
harms
one
the
on
cause.
Sunday.
Feeney, Brown, Boston 1, 2 and 3. And Richie Stanaway, Cam Hill, Nick Percat, Bryce Forward, David Reynolds, Andre Heimgartner, Matt Payne, our top 10. Todd Hazelwood lost that little bit of ground early on and is just outside the top 10 in 11th position from Winterbottom, LeBronc. And then Thomas Randall, James Corky, Will Davis, Slade, James Golding, Corley Jones, Jackson Evans, Anton Pasquale, no pace today. Cam Waters, we unfortunately saw with that left front wheel parting company at turn 2 and fully sidelined. Aaron Love with a couple of contact moments up at the cutting, and Ryan Wood out of the game very early in the proceedings on lap 1, or in fact off the starting line down to 100 metres into the race where 4 cars abreast didn't work down there, and he was the victim unfortunately.
This is going to rob us of a last lap lunge because from what I understand here, the safety car will go off and they'll basically go to the final corner and go across the line. So it's going to rob us from a monster charge on the final lap.
And the theatre that we were hoping for at the back end of it, but such is life in the way in which the rules have to be applied here. So what was also very impressive for me just in that last couple of racing laps was the way in which Brock Feeney, who looked like he was leeching a little bit of time, just corrected it back and then went cracked with a fastest lap. So, and again, we saw it quite a few times last year in his race victories, and we certainly saw it in Adelaide at the end of the previous season, where he was very strong and unflustered is what I would say.
This was your safety car finish. Please take your lines off as you come up and register into fuel off into the way. We will maintain license speed and receive the check of fire safety conditions.
That's a shame. We sent it anyway, yeah.
We're just going to drive under the bridge across the... One of the unusual things about Bathurst is there's a start line that's further along pit straight. There's a finish line early on pit straight, so they're two different... There's an offsets for that, and they'll basically drive under the bridge and collect the checkered flag. Well, it's a low heart rate conclusion, but there's a lot of promise for tomorrow and a lot of interesting things to unpack for the season. So it's the big default safety car that gets...
Battery's just going to make it.
This one, thanks to Portal and to BP. And this young fellow, little proud moment for him as he continues to stack on. some success in his very, very young career in a supercar. So this is going to make it victory number 7 here for Brock Feeney in his career. First, obviously, of 2024 with a beautiful drive today. And great arm wrestle between the two teammates, between Will Brown and Brock Feeney. And impressive speed being shown by Chaz Boston. So we can look forward to him getting in the game. Checkered flag, job done. Red Bull Apple Racing for Brock Feeney and for Will Brown.
What a shame. Anyway, some burnouts. Good win from the Porsche, yeah, exactly. Silent win.
That's a very good, strong way for him to open his account car. Mark Nelson, team manager for Red Bull Apple Racing. It was a 1-2 off the grid, a 1-2 over the line at the end of 250 kilometres. The order swapped a little bit, and I don't think it was as straightforward as just launch from the front row and have a 1-2. No, not as straightforward as that. Yeah, we did
Electric win from the pits, exactly. It was an electric race. You're right. Wolfie. You're welcome. I'm gonna finish it in a second. Because my phone's gonna finish anyway. I'll walk until it hits 1%. It's on 3. It's like just made it. It's good. You too, Wolfie. You have a good one. I'm gonna go and get some food in a sec. And busting to go to the toilet too. We'll do that.
Great job, Brock Feeney. Maximum points today. Tiny margin opposite the end as he trickled across the line from his teammate.
Good strat indeed. It all worked out in the end. Not so good for Chaz. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And cheers for the likes. And to the new subs as well. WRX. Race control. Yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit.